What's your kind of view on making mistakes? I know in the corporate world, for example, they're not great at making mistakes. There seems to be this kind of inherent view that if you spend a long enough time planning and thinking and discussing and researching and analyzing, that you're going to release some amazing product onto the world, which is going to be fantastic. Obviously, they normally take a nosedive. What's your kind of take on making mistakes to learn as you're building out through the process?
We make mistakes every day. You have to be thoughtful about what is the impact of the mistakes you're making, right? And I think one of the things we do well is we think through the work we do, the product we do, and like if we feel like it's the right solution, we go for it. One of our principles is, we don't try to understand whether some solution is optimal. We just want to understand if it works and if it's gonna make our customers happy. And then we ship it, we fix it, we iterate. So yeah, my answer to that is the only way to learn is making mistake, right? Make a mistake on that deal, lose it for the right reason. Actually, I without giving too much data, I remember losing a deal early April, and it got me so mad that it actually reshaped the whole roadmap into a whole big product that we shipped right after. And that was a mistake from me, right? I was being very stubborn. I was like, I don't want to build this. I think it's a mistake. And it is that one deal we lost to a competitor at the time. That doesn't happen very often either. So, it got me so mad that I just like sat down. I was like, okay, that doesn't work. We need to ship this. This is the reason we lost it. Stop being stupid, Alex. Just build it. And now this is actually like 30% of our revenues. So, this is how you learn. This is how you iterate. And there's no way you're gonna get it right. Most of the things you're gonna get them wrong, but at least if you do, just make sure you iterate and make sure you're always customer centric, right? Don't do something without thinking about your customers and how it's gonna impact them, right? Like that'd be the biggest mistake. As long as you've analyzed everything and you're like, my customers are gonna be happy, I think, right? Then that's how you gonna, in my opinion, deploy ideas and make mistakes.
So you think about your customers, you're willing to make mistakes. How does that feed into, when you build out your sort of product roadmap and you're developing the features, what's the kind of, is there a technique that you use? You're having the discussion, someone says, I think this feature is going to be really cool. Is it like a Fibonacci scale where you're sitting there and trying to work out, yeah, this is taking 6 months of effort, or it's a 1 week piece and we can load it. It might break a few things, but at least we'll get some iterative feedback from customers. Is there a formal way that you do it, or is it a lot more loose than that because your relationships with your team you're talking every day and it's a kind of a lot more intuitive?
Yes, if something's gonna take 6 months, then it's probably there's probably something wrong there. Nothing should take more than that. At least in SaaS, nothing should take more than a couple of weeks to ship. At least some form of a minimal version of the product that you can show to your customers. There's a few things. First, we're very customer driven. I think the flip side of having such a high growth is that our customers are very demanding, and rightfully so, right? They're trusting us with their team. So we definitely have a lot of things that we need to build for them, from requests from them, and that definitely drives our roadmap more than anything else. And then when it comes to thinking through the products, it's all about high impact, right? Like how many customer tickets you get for that. Oh, that's like 20% of your customer tickets. So for that, right, it's gonna make the experience that much better. Or how one of the things that's very convenient about Deal, and I strongly recommend like people to build something that they use. One of the very convenient thing about Deal is that we use it ourselves, right? We're 200 people in 43 different countries. We use our own product, and that helps us understand what we need, which is a lot of the times what our customers need, right? And as we evolve, by the way, from being a startup into becoming a bigger company, we see some of the bigger need arise that some of the bigger corporates that we're working with today need as well, right? So that's a blessing, right? The fact that my engineers are working on a product that they used to get paid every month means that they're going to make it great for themselves, right? And that is definitely like the other parts. Like, what do we feel we really need for our workflows, for our customers' workflows? And then, we throw in a couple of wild cards every now and then, right? So, at Deal, for example, we have a product that's a card that people can use from all around the world and actually spend their money on. That was kind of a wild card where we knew people wanted it, but they didn't know they wanted it just yet. So we have a couple of wild cards we throw in the roadmap from time to time.